Hello, hello. We are live with Gamebound Dungeon World. There's some things going on, and honestly, I don't know what they are. So, so you guys are in a ring of purple fire, surrounded by this, and encased with a burning tree and a giant goblin corpse sewn abomination thing. What you gonna do? I guess who was standing like nearest to the thing?
Well, Alan just turned into a beaver.
Right, Alan was closest to the tree.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. If
I'm probably closest to the actual like abomination.
Okay, yeah. So I think he tries to attack you first. Oh wow, there's a giant beaver token, but I have to pay for it. But it's so cool. These are all so cool. Beaver. Is there any other thing of a beaver? What? Seriously? A single picture of a beaver? Alright, here we go. Beaver. There you go. There's a beaver.
So cute.
There's a beaver.
The beaver! He was up the, he was closest to the tree.
His name is Justice. Justice Beaver. And that's a thing.
Is there a joke there that I'm not getting?
Yeah, it's like Justin Bieber.
Oh.
Justice is Beaver.
Oh, okay.
Ha ha ha.
Really bad joke.
So funny.
Yes, it really was. So bad.
Bwop.
Beaver. Oh gosh.
Big old nasty teeth. There you go.
Ugh.
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 Gosh.
Yup. It's pretty gross.
Holy cow.
So,
No, it's ugly gross.
yeah. It goes and attacks you. Sorry. Defy danger with whatever thing you're using to defy danger.
I'm gonna argue for, well, would it, better at strength, but it would probably be dex.
I mean, you could block with a shield and that'd be strength.
Oh, that's true, I do have a shield.
Sure.
I forgot about that. So, yeah, strength. 7!
Okay, cool. So, so Ingrid's near you. You could take the damage, or you could make Ingrid take the damage instead.
Gosh.
You could deflect it in such a way that it hits her.
I'm not doing that.
'Kay.
Because my bond with her is the exact opposite.
It's true. It's true. It is. All right. Oh no, that's not good. Oof, 11
Oh gosh,
damage.
I am down.
You're down.
Yep, I
Oh,
was at
no.
exactly 11 hit points.
Yeah, so this thing just one
Armor?
fell swoop. Yeah, minus armor, -2.
Oh,
So
right,
you're at 9.
okay.
Yeah,
so
that
I'm
did 9.
at,
You're at
yeah,
2 hit
so I'm at
points.
2 hit points.
Ouch.
Slam you down on your shield, and you're just like, ah! I mean, this is a terrifying thing.
Fun.
That's...
Yeah. What do you guys want to do? So Justice Beaver, you're gonna shoot down this tree. Is that the plan?
You're gonna fell the tree,
You're gonna
yeah.
fell a tree. Okay, so we see Alan somehow very quickly chew down this tree ridiculously fast. See his little frosted eyebrows as he's just like yeah, I guess the tree falls and we see this like flame just like go up in the air as it kind of like, hits the ground. And I think it starts to like transform from flame into some sort of like purplish dust and starts like filtering down. What do you do?
Sneeze.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, a beaver not going to do much about dust.
Okay, yeah. So do you want to defy danger with Constitution then?
No. No.
You have no choice.
Did it? Oh, there it is.
Okay. So you can sneeze the dust away.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
Look at that roll. Does that count? Is that counting my hold? Or no? No. 3 forward?
You shouldn't have 3 forward. So hold 3 means you can spend the hold to do one of the things that beavers
Right,
do.
which I'm filling in the box that says hold. Unless I'm supposed to have it on normal mode with hold.
Yeah, hold cannot be spent in this instance. That's not what's happening.
Excuse me. That must be a 5 then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you also have 2 hold left because you used 1 to fell the tree. So yeah, 5 then. You sneeze. Doesn't seem to help much because you've already breathed this thing in. Unfortunately, you also sneeze on Ingrid.
Oh gosh.
Roll defy danger with Constitution yourself, my friend.
You've just been sneezed on by a beaver.
Can't say that every day.
Yep.
Okay, you said do constant.
Yeah, defy danger with Constitution.
Oh, gotcha.
You're hoping your immune system will help. Nope, it does not help you here. Oh boy. Okay. So you both start like breaking out. Like you get like a fever and you like start like breaking out like all of a sudden and it's just like and like it's some sort of rash. It feels awful. What do you do? Yeah, there's still an abomination like running around attacking Isari. What's everybody attempting to do?
Well, I can't personally help because I've got a fever, but I could send my cougar to try and help.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could be like, Emrys, go help. Okay, so you want to attack the
Do something
abomination.
useful that I can.
Yeah. Okay. Let me double check how that works exactly. The ranger. So okay, so I guess the animal, goes over and attempts to fight it. And I'm just gonna see. The thing is, with this, I'm not sure there's a move that's being rolled here or anything because only players roll moves. But I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a d8. Okay, yeah. So your cougar certainly helps. It runs up to this thing and starts tearing at it, ripping it to shreds. But I think the abomination like grabs it and is starting to like hold it up and like crushing it in its giant like arm. Is anyone gonna try to stop that?
Can I transform directly from here to another animal, or do I have to go back through halfling first?
You can transform into another animal. I mean, it's all kind of happens instantaneously, but
Okay, does it cost me all my hold?
yes, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd spend your
Well,
hold
he's-
to transform again, and then
Alan's going to get really mad and turn into a polar bear.
okay,
Bringing out the polar bear.
Mm-hmm.
nice. Yeah, so you get 3 hold. What are the 3 things that polar bears can do?
Polar bears can maul.
Mm-hmm.
They can rend.
Okay.
And I guess they can swim.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, what do you want to do?
He's gonna try to rend the thing's arm off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And you can just spend a hold to do that. So basically what happens is he's just holding up the cougar, and it's like about to like crush the cougar's like neck basically. And then
So this
yeah.
beaver comes scampering up, looks up at it, and then turns into a giant polar bear. Stands up and just takes a giant swipe at the tendons holding the arm in place.
Yes, and then the arm just falls off. And you can see that there's like purplish flame. I mean, the purplish flame kind of like coming out of all the cracks of this thing, but you can see like directly inside of it because like the inside is kind of hollow of this arm. And you can see inside its chest cavity, and there's like a brighter purple flame kind of like on the inside. Yeah, it screams. And it throws the cougar, or, you know, I guess the cougar is already gone because it was in the arm. And so the cougar like scampers away. And yeah, this abomination is just like yelling and stuff. But yeah, I think that's the point where you, Alan, even though you are a polar bear now, you feel, I mean, the fever get more pitched. You too, Ingrid, and you realize that there's like a purplish glow under your skin.
Oh no.
What do you try to do to like head that off? Like you feel yourself again still like on fire, basically. You're burning up.
So I need space under my skin, is what you're saying.
I don't know what I want. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I feel like you have an idea.
Because I could turn into a walrus and there'd be extra space under the skin for whatever fight
Yeah.
is there.
I was thinking, how attached are you to that little pine cone with snow coming out of it?
Can snow extinguish purple fire?
I don't know.
Well, I'm just
It's
thinking,
magical
you know,
snow.
you throw it in the little armhole we've got, and what's it gonna do?
Sprinkle snow on the purple fire.
Does it have like a some cold thing that would put out fire?
Unfortunately, there are no natural creatures that produce cold.
True.
That's not. Am I high enough level to transform into an ice elemental?
No, you cannot do that.
Okay.
It's not a thing you can do.
Oh, nice try.
Worth a shot. I'm sure they're native.
Yeah, so if any of you want to like try to think of some way to like stop the encroaching fire underneath your skin, you can roll a spout lore to like know something that might help.
Oh, okay. I'll try that.
Yeah. Like thinking back through everything you know.
I just can't think it.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're thinking about this, and you're like, okay, what could I do? What could I do? And I definitely think you're like, I need to eat. I need to eat the pine cone that is around his neck.
Oh no.
You know that this will save you.
Oh.
In your feverish mind, that's the one thing that comes to your mind.
Oh no.
But I know because of our bond that I like support Alan, so I think I'd tell him to eat the pine cone. It is his pine cone.
Yeah. Yeah, so you yell, Alan, eat the pine cone.
A pine cone.
Well, you're a polar bear, so.
It's probably easier to eat the pine cone as a polar bear.
Except that the pine cone is transformed as part of the polar bear right now.
Yeah, except
I'd have to come back. I'd have to
Exactly.
turn back into a halfling. I mean, he thinks he should eat the pine cone, but at the same time, he's a polar bear right now, and like that's fun. So I think he's just going to try and maul the thing in front of him.
Okay.
First. We'll kill it first, then Pinecone.
Okay.
Although, hang on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna maul the creature. The abomination. Can he get extra damage for being a polar bear? Like a D8?
No, you just do your damage. That's how that works. But you
Okay.
just spend a hold and it just happens, right? You maul this thing, so you just do your damage.
Rip.
Oh no! Yeah, you do not maul it good enough. So it's still alive, and you feel yourself getting slower and slower as this heat just continues to rise in your bloodstream, basically.
I have an idea. Dogs pant to get rid of heat, so he's gonna turn into a corgi. Immensely.
God, finally comes up. Gosh.
Sure, Josh. Sure.
He's gonna turn into a corgi to try that.
Roll that shapeshifting move again. Yep. You hold 3. So tell me, what can corgis do?
Corgis can beg. They can run, and they can pant. And actually, no, they can't run. Don't make a corgi run. They're chubby little things. They can't run.
Very small legs.
Yeah, short little legs. They can seduce.
With those eyes of theirs.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to try to.
You're gonna spend a hold to pant. All
See
right.
if that cools down or at least slows the progress.
Yeah, I mean, it's slowing it. You're having to focus on that, but you that's what you're doing. We just see this little corgi with like purplish like pulses under its skin, panting as fast as hyperventilating basically in an attempt to stop this fire. Asari, what are you doing in this whole situation? You're like you just like recovered from your wound, being smashed by this thing.
I mean, let's see. Would there be a roll for me to make to try to figure out what kind of magical stuff my axe can do? What would that be?
To find out what your axe could do?
Yeah.
Would
it be spout lore?
It would
or
be
discern realities?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, discern realities, I think.
Okay.
Go ahead and ask me one of those questions.
Okay. What here is useful or valuable to me?
The dust, obviously. It's still filtering through the air. The dust. Breathe it in.
Oh.
Where the others couldn't handle this, you're gonna be able to handle it. You can channel it through the axe. You can use their power against them.
I mean, I guess I don't know what else she would do. Like, she's at 2 hit points. So I don't know.
Well, while you're pondering that, Ingrid, what are you gonna try to do to attempt to sway off this burning?
Well, I'm still not feeling so hot.
Well, actually, you are. You're feeling very hot.
um, hmm. I feel like I'm not exactly sure what to do about the fever, but I don't want to. I want to take the abomination down with me.
Okay.
Like, if I'm not feeling great, the abomination shouldn't feel great either.
Okay. Fair. Yeah. So you're both just ignoring that for now, and you're just gonna like, attack.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Are you shooting at it with your like bow, or are you gonna like get up and close and personal?
I think I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a volley. You miss. And I think that's the point where the burning overtakes you and you fall to the ground. And we see the flames start to dance on your skin. You're like, ugh, it's just like you can't do anything because you're just like, ugh, oh my gosh, what's happening to me? Sorry, you see your friend go down in flames, quite literally.
I mean, I'm gonna swing my axe at it because I don't know what else to do.
Apparently, yeah, that's what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
Hack and slash.
12.
There you go. All right. So as an option, you may choose to do 1d6 plus 1d6 damage, but expose yourself to the enemy's attack.
No thanks. I'm at 2 hit points.
Aw, shucks. Okay then. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Whee! D10. 7.
Okay, it's not dead.
Dang it.
It's close though. It's close. You can see you like stab it in the chest, and it's just like roaring.
Does anything special happen to the axe?
I mean, it's I don't know. Maybe it's glowing a little bit more brightly. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Mr. Corgi.
Well, I think the corgi's gonna sit and take a moment while he's panting and slow it down to think about reality.
You're trying to discern realities.
Yup.
Figure out what to do.
What can I do to help me feel better?
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of this pain. Yes.
All right, ask me one question.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
Well, definitely not the dust.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
No, I'm just saying because last time Carly failed, and then I answered the question opposite for her. What here is useful or valuable to me? The 3 goblins that are watching from the bushes. Your 3 goblin friends are there. They have come for the moose emissary. They're watching in horror at everything that's happening.
Okay, I mean, he's gonna go run over to them as the corgi.
This little corgi just runs over.
He is also the corgi god emissary.
Yes.
Right. Double duties.
And then I think he's probably gonna make like an "I'm sick" kind of look and
It's not hard to do.
and beg for them
Yeah.
to be a healer and help him.
Gosh.
Yeah. So you're gonna spend a hold to beg.
Absolutely, I'm gonna spend a hold to beg.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
3 hold from that. Oh, yeah, that's right. I spent 1 already.
So you're begging them to do what?
to make him feel better.
To make him feel better.
Emotionally or physically?
Well, for a corgi, that's one and the same. They're simple creatures.
If I have snack, I am relax. So yeah, I mean, I think one of the goblins like leans down and brings out like some sort of like vial of something and says, "Oh yes, emissary, we have come across this horrid thing as well. We made an antidote for it." And they unscrew this little thing and put it down the corgi's throat, and the fire ceases.
Yay!
Yeah, and then the goblins like look at each other and they say, "For the moose god!" And then they charge at the big abomination thing.
Oh gosh, that was a mistake.
Yeah, and so one of them just gets killed outright as it just swings its other hand. But the other ones are just like stabbing and slashing and stuff. What are the rest of you gonna do?
I mean, I think at this point, Alan wants to try to get the antidote to the other two as well. Is there more?
I
Did they
didn't
pick up
breathe
the
it
vial?
in.
Do they still have the vial? What's the deal with the antidote? Was the
Yeah, I mean they had one and they gave it to you.
Oh, okay.
And I think maybe there was another one that the other guy had, but it just got smashed as he got flung across.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, is there still dust floating down from the sky,
Mm-hmm.
or is it?
Faintly.
Okay. Okay.
You can be careful not to breathe it in though.
Okay. I think he's going to go run back up to the abomination and turn into a musk ox.
Okay.
Big and heavy and furry.
All right. What? Go ahead and try that. Gosh, why are you so good at this?
Almost
I'm
as
waiting
if
for
I
you
knew
to
which
fail.
one- almost as if I knew which stat to put points in
Yeah.
for once in my RPG career.
Okay. So, what can musk oxen do?
They can crush, graze, and gore.
Lovely. All right.
And he's just gonna try to smash the abomination.
All right. You spend the hold to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Roll that damage. You kill it.
Hey! Squish.
Boom. He's run him over. In the process, killing one of the other goblins. And there's one left. And he just starts like praising and cheering the great emissary of all of the animals.
All the great northern animals.
Yes. You are the emissary of all the great northern animals. The mooses and the corgis and the oxen.
Does he pause for a moment after saying corgi?
Yes.
Alan's gonna turn back into a halfling and ask the goblin for if there's more antidote available. Oh, hey there, do you think there's more antidote? Can we get more antidote from our friends here?
Yes. We need to bring him to our village very quickly. We can. There's an antidote there, I'm sure.
Alan can turn into a moose.
All right,
He's
yeah.
gonna turn into a moose and
Put her
got
on
the
your back.
goblin to help to put them on his back.
Yeah.
Who else downed by the?
It's just Ingrid. Ingrid's just like.
Oh, Ingrid's the only one who's
I'm
down.
at 2 hit points, but I'm
Burning
still
up.
up.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna turn into a moose and then have everyone jump on his
All
back.
right, make another shape-shifting roll. All right, hold 2.
Okay. And then he's going to dash back to the goblin camp.
Yep. So we see this happen, and I think the camera lingers with in this like clearing, and we see as the abomination like kind of unravels, these flat skinned corpses just kind of like flop down. Just one of my favorite part of our role playing games is describing gross things. Just let me have this. And we see a little fox crawl out of its chest cavity,
Gosh.
and it has like burning eyes, and then it just like scampers off into the forest. Takes one last look at the felled tree, and then just scampers away. Yeah, and so you guys, I mean, luckily you can spend a hold to just dash, and so you don't need to make any sort of roll. You just do it. You can move quickly, and so with
Thinking ahead.
yeah, with Ingrid and probably also Isari on your back, you make and the goblin. You all make your way to the goblin camp, and Ingrid, you're given an antidote. The fire ceases, and you guys are left there wondering what in the heck just happened. The goblins have a party.
Mooses have their uses. It's a game we play up north. It's called Uses for Mooses.
The goblins throw a lavish feast. What do you guys do? Like, what's the epilogue here?
Well, the end of the world's still coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You've learned something. You've learned some new things, though.
Right? From a different reality.
Yeah. They have burning tree scouts.
Right?
We taught the burning. I taught the burning tree scout about the north, so their knowledge grew.
Exactly. You definitely helped them today, and hindered them.
So they're gonna be looking for movable societies up north.
Yeah.
Instead of spending their energies elsewhere.
Hmm.
Which means they're either going to flank us from the north with a giant army, or they're going to spend a lot of time in the tundra being confused. And we can pray for the latter and not the former.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry. As you're like probably like looking at the map of the Great Forest that this really poorly drawn map of the Great Forest that the goblins have drawn out for you. I think you probably see like there's a ruin that they've pointed out, like they saw the abomination like go to once, and that's like what they, because now they've connected the two things and they're like, oh, okay, so if that's because you explained to them, right, this was also a jackal hypersmith, it was just a different kind, and so they're like, well, okay, well it went here once and we tracked it there, but we were too scared to go inside, so that's something you could look into.
Yeah, so you would take the map and tell the others that that's where they're headed next.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, so the question is, do we want to end here, or do we want to do a little bit more and go to this ruin and do a thing? It's up to you guys.
I'm good for longer yet.
Okay, yeah.
I could even make coffee and be good till.
So, we see the ruin, this like overgrown, vine covered.
Can we like make camp and heal?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Obviously, that's what you did, right? Yeah, you made camp. Yeah, of course. Let's see. There's a move for that.
Allies heal 1d6. By the way.
If that happens, I'm pretty sure other things happen too. So let's look.
I sing the song in the north. A
Make-
great song in the north.
Make camp.
Actually,
Here we
I
go.
can even imagine what kind of druid song would be a healing song from the north.
When you settle into rest, consume a ration. If you're somewhere dangerous, decide no, you don't need to do that. If you have no, blah 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 blah. When you wake up from at least a few uninterrupted hours of sleep, heal damage equal to your half your max HP plus 1d6. So what is half of each of your? So Alan, you're completely fine.
Yep. I didn't take no damage.
Yeah. Sorry. You were at 2,
Yeah.
and so that means if you're you go to 10 and then plus 1d6. So go ahead and roll a d6.
The 1d6 from overnight or the 1d6 from my heal?
From your heal.
Okay.
And then Ingrid didn't take any damage either. Or
Did she take
wait,
fall
you did,
damage
You
earlier?
did earlier. How much damage was that?
I took like 5 from.
Yeah. Okay, so you're totally fine now. You're back up full no matter what.
Okay. Do I keep track of that? Is there something?
1.
Yeah, it's on your sheet, but it's fine because it's back to full now. So.
So on your sheet, you see the
The hit
box in the
points,
center's armor, hit points, and damage.
It would just be
Your
like,
left box is your full. Your left box is your current HP. Right box is your max HP.
Okay, sounds good. Now I just take it off when I do it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Cool. So yeah, you're at 11 then. Sorry. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So we see you guys in front of this like vine choked ruin. And what do you guys do? I mean, it's just kind of like a silent ruin.
Check for any purple flames.
You can discern realities.
Can we all do that?
No, one person would do
Just
it, and the
one.
other people can help.
Alan will do
Okay.
the looking around.
I just did one.
Oh.
I did a terrible one though, so if you want to double check me.
Okay, because I have.
That's right. Yeah, we'll have Alan. We'll have Alan do it, and the rest of you can roll the help move. Let's see, aid or interfere. Yeah, so go ahead and roll the aid or interfere move on.
Okay.
All right. Well, Ingrid also failed that, and sorry did.
Yeah.
Wow, everyone failed everything.
Do we just get
Okay.
a 3 on that? Is that what we got?
Pretty much. Yeah. So. All right. I need to make like 3 different GM moves here. So.
Oh boy. Oh, we're hosed now.
You realize that the ground you're standing on is not stable, and you just fall into the ruin.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Fun.
So. Literally, it's just a situation where you're like, you start to take like a step forward as you're like looking around, and then the ground just crumbles, the stones give way, and you just like fall into some dark hole somewhere. And you end up in like a sandy chamber. There's just a bit of light coming, from the hole you just fell down, but it's definitely far too high. You guys also each of you take 8 damage. Okay.
Can we?
Oh gosh.
Minus your
Can I
armor.
roll defy danger?
Right.
No, this is just part of the GM move. Yeah.
Oh.
Deal
Okay.
damage can be one of the things that I do. So
I'm at 5 hit points.
yeah, so that hurt. That hurt a lot.
Didn't last
What probably
long.
happened is Isari fell first, and then the other 2 fell on top of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So you're in this like sandy chamber. There is one singular like shrubbery in the middle of it, and just like there's a little bit of light coming down from another hole that like shining right down on the little shrubbery. Just in like the sandy chamber. You're not sure. There's like corners and things that maybe could lead off into some other like corridor, but you're not sure unless you like looked around.
Well, I think to start with, Alan's going to pull out his poultices and herbs and bind up Isari's wounds.
Yeah.
So you heal for 7. looks painful.
12 out of 16.
Yeah, what do you do?
Floor?
I mean, I guess I can. If we're just gonna, if no one else wants to make a move, might as well use the other poultices and herbs on Ingrid.
Yeah, you just spend a minute, like, healing people.
So 7 for you as well.
Cool. Yeah, so I think if you spend the time doing that, I think what ends up happening is you see this no, you feel this sort of like weight around you. It's almost like a darkness, but like whatever the feeling of darkness would be, rather than the actual like sight of it or lack of it, I guess. It's just kind of like a heaviness around you. And then something starts swirling. One of the cave walls just is like darkness, kind of like swirling on the cave wall. Did anyone react?
Does my axe start glowing?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, she steps back.
Okay.
I think
Mhm.
Alan is going to discern realities, try to figure out what's going on.
Sure.
What?
Whoa.
A 2 and a net 1. Why?
Yeah. I mean, you have no idea. And yeah, I think what happens is a bright comet of purple just like streaks through this portal and then lights this shrubbery on fire, and it's like just burning bush exact situation. You realize that this is like the audience, the proverbial audience, realizes this exact situation is like you're in this like sandy cave and it's just like a burning bush right there. That's the exact imagery we get, and the portal closes, and there's like a little bit of dust kind of like filtering through the air, but it's this burning bush. It's just kind of sitting there.
I want to hack at the bush.
You just want to step up to the bush and try to attack it?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a defy danger.
Okay.
Roll a defy danger with Constitution, I think.
Yeah, fine.
Not bad.
9.
Okay, yeah. So you can attack it if you want to, but you're gonna take damage.
Yeah, I'll attack it.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your move. Hack and slash.
Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. So basically what happens is you step up to this thing and you just like bring your axe down on it, try to like chop it. And a jolt of pain like sparks up your arm like from the haft of the axe. And then something locks onto you, and you feel a lot of pain. Make a... No, I think it just happens. Well, if the enemy makes it... Yeah, so roll another defy danger with Constitution as you're trying to like resist whatever this thing is. You take 7 damage. Minus your armor. Yeah, okay. So you're fine then. So you don't take any more pain. So basically what happens is you have this thing where it's just like locking onto you, and then it's like this purple energy is like coursing up your arm and like hurting you, and you just like yank the axe back out of the shrubbery. And then you hear, well, that was rude. They said you were barbarians here, but I never thought it would be like this.
It's another one of the. Oh, it looks like another one of them harbingers.
Yes.
No sense, but better chop this one down too.
Oh, whoa. Wait a second. No chopping.
You can't just come into some strange world you don't know and turn it into nothing. That's not okay.
Why?
We don't do that
Why
here.
is
We
that
don't
not
tolerate
okay?
that here. Not okay. Because it's our world, darn it. Darn it, it's our world.
It won't be for long. You're not doing a very good job with it.
Oh, now listen here, sonny boy.
Listen, I just.
No. You listen to me. You go back where you came from. You tell them this world is closed for business. Or I will sit on you. So help me, I will sit on you.
Ow.
What? Okay, roll defy danger with charisma, I guess.
Well.
Okay, so she says, well, okay, well, I don't know if that's a threat or not. Like, what would sitting do to me? Do you have some sort of magic that would you could crush me with?
I killed a champion while sitting on him.
A champion?
One of your champions, yeah. Oh, yes, I did.
You didn't. I don't believe you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
telling the truth there.
Okay, listen. Here. Let's make a deal. All right. So I'm supposed to get information. So I'll go back if you just tell me anything, something that I can tell back to command, and there you go. Then I'll be gone, and I'll try another reincarnation. It'll be fine. I don't have to pop out right here.
Oh, sure. We can make something work there. Do you know everything the other scouts know?
No.
You ever heard of Lemmings?
Actually, yes.
What do you know about the Lemmings?
Oh, well, I just had a fascinating conversation with one of the new reincarnations. He was saying that something about lemming kingdoms and how they ran off of cliffs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We usually have brief conversations when we change shifts.
There's lots of lemmings up north. They're big colonies. Big colonies. And, unearthly things, called wolves. And the wolves, they feed on the lemmings too. So the foxes and the birds and the wolves all feed on the lemmings.
So they can't be too powerful then.
Oh, but they have the most. There's more of them than anything else. Can't go 2 feet without stepping on a lemming.
That is a lot of lemmings.
You betcha. And they run, and they run, and they run. What do I need to roll here? Spout lore?
Sure, yeah. Nope.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
so your fact isn't interesting enough, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of like, you can sense like disappointment in her voice, and she says, no, see, that's just, the guy I was talking to said that he talked to this guy who was going on about lemmings, and I'm pretty sure that you're the exact same guy that he was talking to, and then I'm thinking about it, and you killed that guy, so, I don't know.
So you know what, I can sit on you then?
No.
And you die.
No, that's not how that worked. Listen. This world is going to be devoured pretty soon. I would just kind of... I would move about your business. I would just leave and, live whatever life you can before the end. But
Sorry, chops it again.
okay. Yeah, roll hack
Like,
and
I'm
slash.
sick of these weeds.
Okay, so you do your damage, but it's gonna make an attack against you.
Okay.
So defy danger with whatever you're gonna use to try to. So it powers up. Its burningness like pulses and then like shoots flame out at you.
Okay. Shield again. 9.
Okay, yeah, I think you're more or less okay. I'm just gonna increase the damage die a little bit. Or sorry, that's not what I meant to say. No, decrease the damage die a little bit.
Okay.
That's what I meant to say.
That sounds bad.
Yeah. So it just does less
Okay,
damage
so
into it.
2.
Yeah, so 4 minus your armor. So you get a little bit of a flare back, but then you do one more chop and it just like cuts in half. The thing is, it pops the dust again. Do you guys want to like try to what's the word? Avoid that?
Yep. Alan's gonna shapeshift into a seal quick. Or a walrus, rather.
Okay. How is Ingrid and Asari getting out of the way of this?
I'm gonna tie a scarf over my nose and mouth.
Okay, yeah, just you're ready.
Yeah.
You're ready for this.
Right. One time too many.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
So obviously that works. So what can walruses do?
Walruses can swim, they can gore, and they can hold their breath for extended
Right,
periods
of
of
course.
time.
So you just hold your breath as a walrus and just.
Gosh.
Sorry.
I mean, I just try to like dodge out of the way of any of it.
Okay.
That'd just be defy danger.
Yeah, and Ingrid probably also rolled defy danger with Constitution, because but like
Okay.
I think you can add +1 because you have the scarf and all that stuff.
So am I gonna do?
You're gonna do
Just
dexterity.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what I thought.
Defy danger with dexterity. Yeah. You're good.
Ooh, dang!
Nice.
That worked a lot better than I expected.
What am I doing defy danger with?
Constitution.
Oh. Oh no.
My scarf is ineffective.
Apparently, yeah. So, you're just like weakened to it, I guess now. So you put this over, but I think what happens this time is you breathe it in and nothing happens.
Weird.
Like you just don't notice. I think that you've accidentally breathed some of it in, and
Right.
yeah, we as the audience see your skin glow purple briefly, and then it fades, and then you guys continue into the next part of the chamber or whatever. You just try to find another way out of here. Yeah.
Flop, 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 flop.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So is that what happens then?
I think he's gonna stay a walrus. A walrus and flop
Yeah, you
with them
guys
into the next
like
chamber.
flop into the next corridor. Yeah. To the corridor and to the next chamber. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys do that. And I think you guys enter and you enter into this chamber and there are like a bunch of murals like all around. And they're really ancient. Does someone want to like spout lore to like know about these?
I do. 2. 11.
Hey.
Yeah. So sorry. These murals are about the dwarf halfling war. You see familiar paintings. Some familiar paintings that you recognize from history, like from your history class, basically, right? About like, or even just like living through the dwarf war. But these are like famous pieces that have since been made famous after the war ended, like of various battles and things. Like this is the Battle of Winterford and whatever. And there's like a very famous depiction of the famous general and all that stuff. But for some reason, all of the eyes of the people in these murals are glowing purple. not sure.
And is my axe still glowing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it faded once the thing died, but once
Yeah.
you got into this room again, it started
Right.
glowing again.
So all of the eyes of all of the people?
Yep.
Or just okay.
Anyone in the murals.
Okay. I mean, I'll discern realities. Try to figure out what's going on. 7. Okay.
Yeah, ask one question.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
One here is useful or valuable to me. Probably. I think you realize something. Whatever conversation you can have with the oracles that are possessing these murals. You realize that these are just the same things that you've been talking to, like the burning tree and the burning bush. Like, they just did the same thing with whatever these murals are. You're not sure if there's a difference, exactly, like it's a specific kind of oracle or whatever it is, but you can talk to them if you want. They don't seem to be talking to you.
I'm assuming this is like a stone wall that like these murals are painted on? Or
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think she just asks why won't you leave us alone?
They all speak as one. Would you leave ants alone just because they asked?
If I could hear them and they ask, yeah.
Are they not inferior to you? Is not their very existence simply a nuisance? If you were building a house and an anthill said no, would you listen? Or would you continue building your house on the perfect spot?
Most ants don't kill us though.
Right, so you're trying to say, like, us ants are fighting back, sort of a thing?
Right. We must be a little more significant than you think if we killed 2 of your scouts there and 1 of your non-scouts.
Scouts are insignificant. We have the hordes of darkness at our command. We have been searching your histories. We know the sort of turmoil that this world has, the sort of hatred you have for one another. It would be so easy to simply ally with one of your races and wipe everyone else out. This is what we are thinking of doing. Using your hatred against you.
Oh, well, if you do that, you might want to ally with the Lemmings. They've got the most, you know.
The most what?
The most Lemmings.
Oh my god.
There's more Lemmings than there are dwarves, or elves, or anything else.
They hesitate for a moment. Tell us about these Lemmings.
Oh my god.
Spout lore, I guess.
Yep. Oh no.
Worth a
Oh,
shot.
gosh.
Mm-hmm. What do you start telling them about lemmings?
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, you
as
just do the
both
same
other
thing.
two plants.
Yeah.
He's got a limited number of facts he knows about lemmings.
You just reiterate the same facts about lemmings.
It's funny because it's because lemmings don't know much about themselves, to be honest.
And that's
And
probably
when
yeah.
most of your information about lemmings comes from lemmings, it's not very.
That's fair.
It's not a depth of knowledge there like
Yeah.
there would be, information about foxes coming from foxes or something like that.
Yeah, and so you seem like you're getting their attention, and then one of them says, "Wait a second, I have just received a report from another oracle. Lemmings are of no consequence. You have tried this twice now, halfling. Do you think we would be fools such as this?"
Well, you were fools the first time, and fools the second. So sure, you betcha.
We will not be fools the third.
Oh, don't be so sure there, mister.
We will ally with the dwarves. This is our plan. And it's almost like they're testing you. It's like they're hoping that you react and say "Oh no, don't do that. That will be horrible." So then they know that they're doing the right thing. But I mean, and whether or not your characters understand that,
Yeah, I mean, Asari would just say, then you'll die with the dwarves.
Can I wave that axe around at the paintings or something?
You want to grab the axe?
No, he was suggesting she wave it around at the painting.
Yeah.
Oh.
It sounded like you were I waved.
I mean,
Wave
yeah,
the axe
yeah.
like a threat. No, he's not going to grab the axe.
Got it.
That's why I asked what the wall was made out of earlier, but I'm not
Right.
going to throw it at a stone wall.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So I think maybe the murals say, what of you, elf? You have no part in this. Halflings versus dwarves. You could join the dwarves in this matter. Live longer. Rule under us for a moment before the void claims all.
You said I had no part in this. I think I'd go back to my woods.
Feel free.
Um...
These guys are oddly charismatic for world-destroying void monsters. Just gonna put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'd rather the world not become a void.
Yeah. I mean, from everything you've been seeing, the world is not in imminent danger of being swallowed by the void. All of the Dragon Hybrisons you've seen so far have just been scouts and oracles, and there's one abomination, but he's died, and there's no giant army that you've seen.
Minor inconveniences. Okay, slightly major. Slightly. To us.
This is our plan. This is what we will do.
Where are you going to contact the dwarves?
We have already done so, they say after a moment of hesitation, definitely lying.
Oh, sure.
You think us fools.
Well, yes.
But you are the fool.
Oh, I never pretended to be smart. Who's the greater fool? The fool or the one who listens to him?
I do think this conversation we are having is over, and honestly, now that we have told you this...
Again with this?
We should probably kill you.
I sat under this one. You want me to do it again?
We do not fear you. They're
Then
lying
you're the
again.
fool. Then you're the fool.
Can we all tell this?
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, Asari just starts smiling as she's realizing how much they're bluffing.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of she's again just kind of twirling her axe around, just playing with it, making a show of it.
Do we just kind of like walk out of the cavern and be like, "Yep, okay."
Okay, bye.
See you later, Mr. Intimidating Painting.
Exactly. You could, yeah.
You're stuck on the wall there. We're out here. Bye. I mean,
Yeah, what do you do?
I think, yeah, that's exactly what he does.
Okay.
Oodaloo.
Wait.
Bye.
Wait a second.
Nope.
I've just gotten another report.
Bye.
You, halfling. What do you know about
Which one?
mooses?
Mooses.
Gosh.
Well, there's lots of uses for mooses.
We have just heard about something dangerous, such as a moose god. We would know of this.
Oh, I'm his emissary, yes.
What does that mean? You are an oracle, a scout?
More like his physical manifestation on the planet.
An avatar?
Kinda.
Well, we swallow gods. You should fear us.
You know what happens when you try to swallow a moose?
What?
You choke on the hoof because the rest of it's too big.
I don't understand. What are mooses exactly?
It's not mooses. There's uses for mooses, but multiple moose is moose. Except when it's meese. Which is only the plural possessive.
Can the moose help us with the dwarves? Can we ally with them? Can we offer you, as his avatar, a deal?
Mooses can be tempted.
Mooses can be tempted.
How about the Moose King keeps the planet in exchange for helping you find a different world to turn into null voidness?
Do you know of a different world?
Well, sure, the one you came from.
We have already perfected that one. And the one before it, and the one before that, and the one before that.
Oh, I see. So you're those greedy boys. You don't settle for just one now, do you?
No, the void is all.
Nope.
But
No
if,
thanks.
wait, does the moose god know of another world, a better world, a world more easily claimed? We would know this. We would
What
know
hole
of
have I
this.
dug myself into?
You could try to spout lore one more time to, like, make up something.
I don't want to send them after another sentient being's world because that doesn't seem like a good idea unless I can think of another metaphysical plane that actually contains more powerful beings than these Jekyll Hypersmith things.
Does the Feywild exist in this universe?
And send them there to get their nose bloodied for a
Dang
while
it.
first. Maybe I could send them there to get their nose bloodied. I don't know. Sure. What is the Northlands mythology of the world with the most powerful beings
I don't know.
possible?
What kind of mythology does Minnesota have?
The world's biggest trout, the one that got away.
There's always
You should have seen that moose.
What were you saying, Katie?
There's always Sasquatches. You got the Bigfoot.
That's true. The Bigfoot dimension.
Bigfoot. Bigfoot's not really Minnesota, though. But you should have seen that moose.
What's the one up in Rhinelander? The creepy
The
one.
hodag. Oh, you ever heard of the hodag?
No. Is this another one of those Lemming stories?
Oh, no. The hodag's a big beast. With horns and nasty teeth.
We also have horns and nasty teeth. At least some of us do.
You don't seem to stick to one body very long, do ya?
We have many forms. Our most desired is the most dangerous. They are seen as foxes in your world.
Oh, yeah. They don't seem very dangerous.
Well, they are.
No, they're not.
How do you know? Have you ever fought one? One of our
I sat
warrior
on-
brethren.
I sat on a big thing made out of corpses. Does that count?
Absolutely, it does not count.
How do you know?
Because that wasn't an abomination. It wasn't a... Do you know nothing? That was a rookie, a new employee, a trainee. They can't hold their own body well on this dimension, and so they steal others.
He's stroking a scraggly, unshaven beard. Contemplatively while he stares blankly at the painting because he has no idea what's going on anymore.
Yeah, and I think the Vera will say, I believe we have wasted enough time here. I don't think you have anything to offer us, nor another world to conquer, and so we will take this one. Even your moose god cannot stop us.
You've never snowshoed before, and it shows.
What is snowshoeing? Why do you keep saying words we do not understand?
Snowshoeing's only like the greatest summer activity there is.
We know of all dwarven and halfling history, except for yours, apparently.
Well, yes, because you snowshoe up in the Great White North, but only during the summer. Because during the winter, then you go ice skating and play hockey.
What is hockey? Is this some sort of
No.
arcane ritual?
You know how when you get into a fight and people's noses are getting bloodied,
No.
and then suddenly there's a lot of structure, and we start hitting the rubber thing around with sticks?
Absolutely, we do not know anything of what you speak.
Well, there you go. Now you don't know anything either.
But that is our job. We are supposed to know.
Okay, I'm like not sure that I'm making it. We're not making any progress here.
No. Like what I think's
I have
happening
no
is you're just
idea.
trying. What's happening? No. I'm into this because what's happening is you're just spouting random bits of information and you're confusing them so much because they're trying to because their whole thing. These are the Oracle Scouts or whatever, right? So they have to soak in this information, and you're definitely doing. I think what's happening is the eyes are flickering as you're doing this.
Mm-hmm. You've never played hockey?
No.
Well, let me explain it a little bit, in case you ever want to try it sometime.
I don't think this is relevant to world
We strap
conquest.
knives on our feet, and we slide around on the ice
Why would you do that?
to better bloody each other's noses sometimes.
This
Because we
seems
slide on the
barbaric.
ice faster.
Where is the glory?
The glory is when you knock the rubber thing into the big basket.
Rubber. What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's
Rubber.
been invented yet.
Some tribes in Africa, fair enough. Leather, then. I don't know what they would make it out of. Leather, bone, stone. I don't
Yeah.
think you can make a stone hockey puck. That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, probably be bone
I think it would be leather,
or leather.
like layered leather or
Yeah.
something. Fair enough, leather then. You smack the leather puck into a net with a stick, and that's where the glory is.
In the net? There's glory to be found in the net.
There's glory to be found when you put the leather in the net, because then everybody cheers for you.
Cheer.
And you're hoisted on
What is-
shoulders.
Shoulders. So,
Mhm.
and
They
basically at
lift
this
you
point,
up and carry you around, and they celebrate, and then they stuff your face full of hot dish.
so the murals start cracking, and one of them says to the other, I believe that we have come to the end of our time here. And another one says, reincarnation is happening. I don't think this is going to work. What are the rest of you doing?
I think I'm gonna throw my axe at the wall now.
Yeah. I'm on a roll volley.
Yeah.
Okay.
9.
Yeah. So choose one of those options.
The first one. You have to move to get the shot, placing you in danger of the GM's choice.
Okay. So what happens is, you step to the side, you hoist your axe, and you chuck it at the wall. It sinks into a crack on the mural, and the whole thing just starts coming apart. Unfortunately, that also means that the purple flame that's behind all these murals starts bursting out in geysers. You get hit by one directly,
Fun.
and you take 5 damage.
Oh no!
So I'm. Oh wait, so I take
Minus
3,
armor.
so I'm at 2 hit points again.
Yeah, so you're barely still up. The whole thing is just like exploding in geysers of a purple flame as each of the murals like pops.
Oh, and I didn't even get to explain offsides.
And that's the last one just says no, and then just first.
Why do all my characters turn into lore spouting weirdos?
Do you know? I think I know why, Josh. Because that's who you are.
Thank you, Caleb.
You're welcome. Yeah. So what do you guys do? The murals all pop.
I'm like looking around really carefully to make sure there's no purple dust.
Oh, there definitely is.
I'm out of the room then.
Yeah, you guys just look it out. Yeah, I think you're
No.
fine. Yeah. Yeah. I think what we see is that we see the rest of you getting up out of the ruin. You use some rope to climb up back out of the hole, and you're walking away from this ruin. And the last thing we see, I think, is we just see Ingrid again glow purple again slightly, but nobody notices.
Uh-oh.
And we just
Oh, no.
fade to credits. Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was so ridiculous and weird. I don't know how these Dungeon World one-shots get progressively weirder, but they somehow do.
I think it's because I view Dungeon World as kind of a lighter, looser, more
Oh, it is. Yeah.
goofy way to play D&D.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to then make my characters lighter, looser, more goofy with no staying power.
Yeah.
None of these characters could probably last more than 1 or 2 sessions before they're totally worn. Your nerves are totally worn raw, and you just can't stand them anymore.
Yeah.
Which is entirely why I love them so much.
I'm
I was
glad.
hating.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
hated this guy from the minute I came up with him in the car. It's one of those sort of not Stockholm syndrome, but where you
Yeah.
hate something and then you get to know it, and the more you get to know it, the more you love it, and yet somehow it's appalling at the same time.
Yeah. That was weird. That was awesome. I came up with a bunch more about what Jackal Hypersmiths even are, and I like something on my end just started playing, and it burst my eardrums and the streams, I'm sure. Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh no.
It's fine. No, yeah. It's so weird because honestly, half the stuff that I've come up with in this weird setting is really cool and I like it. But because of the ridiculousness of all of these one shots, none of it can ever be taken seriously because it's oh wow, they have reincarnating scouts that are sent here to learn more about the world that they're gonna slowly devour, but they're all incompetent, so it's all right, guess, yep, that's fine. But yes, that was weird and fun, and I'm glad you all came along with me for the ride. Yeah, I think that's about it. Any other thoughts, comments before we log off here?
Thank you for teaching me.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, Katie. That was fun. Okie dokie. That's it for Gamebound Dungeon World. I think we're going to be back next week with Anno Domini. I think that's the plan. I think that's happening.
What?
And I actually prepared. I have a prepped session. It's
no.
crazy. So obviously it's all going to fall apart in the first
Hopefully, Lacey will
hour.
get closer to doing things.
Yes. So what I did was I listened back through all of the sessions we've done so far on that and made so many notes because no, it's just like listening back through it. It was just me like cringing at myself because I was like, you did not know what happened last, did you? And you're just like making up more stuff. I just improv'd everything up to this point and like just thrown out random tidbits of information that
Honestly, we
sometimes
have a
contradict
structure
each
to run
other.
with, though.
Yeah. That somehow that some of them contradict each other basically. But like I have this list of information in front of me now, this list of notes where I'm just like I have to make something out of this stuff. And so I'm attempting to do so. But okie dokie, that's it. We're out. Adios.
Bye.